Game Soup, year 2 in review. It's been 2 years, dude.
Yeah,
Can you believe it?
2 years and 4 days, I think.
Yeah.
4 days from this recording.
I'm amazed.
It's Sunday, October 30th, when we're recording this. And when it goes out, it'll be November 3rd, or we're around November 3rd. So we first started this channel on November 3rd, 2014.
Yeah, thanks a lot for sticking around, if you're still sticking around.
So yeah, if you're not interested in the channel, if you're not interested in the Game Soup, the channel itself, then this video is probably not going to be for you. But we've got plenty of videos of us playing video games and lots of really cool long form and short form analysis videos if you want to learn about games. So go check those out if you're not interested in us and the channel itself.
Well, we got some cool, interesting stuff to talk about.
Yes,
which
we
I think
do.
you'll find interesting anyway.
Yeah,
So-
please stick around.
Please listen, please.
So first off, we want to talk about donations and how you can support the channel. We accept PayPal, Patreon, and Bitcoin. And we were running a campaign called $3 Isn't Money, which is still going on.
Yeah.
If you want to donate to us, all we ask for is $3. We accept any amount, but we've gotten a lot of those donations, and we've gotten a lot of donations of other amounts as well. And our Patreon is growing, and we were able to get a new solid state drive earlier in the year, just before we even started the Patreon, just from the PayPal donations.
Yeah.
At first, so we want to keep going with that. We hope you guys will continue to watch and donate if you find what we do to be valuable. Also, we don't show YouTube ads on our videos.
Right.
And that's because we don't like to waste your guys' time with that. So the only way that we have to grow the channel is to do that, is to ask for donations. So our next goal is to get another microphone and some more equipment, more audio equipment, to increase the audio quality of the show, which is looking like it's probably going to happen.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
Yeah, with a few more donations, with your guys' help, we'll definitely be able to do that probably within the next couple of months.
Yeah,
So,
I've been super impressed at how the Patreon's progressing. You know, like we've got some really, really generous donors that have, you know, been getting us towards that goal really, really quickly.
yeah,
So,
we definitely
yeah.
appreciate that. It doesn't take a whole lot, but just a little bit from each of you guys or a few of you guys will really help out a lot. Also, we're on Twitter now.
Oh yeah, it's at GameSoupLP.
Yep, that's it. So if you want to follow us on there, we're going to start posting more on there.
Oh, and the Patreon. Speaking of Patreon,
Yeah, speaking of Patreon, we're going to be restructuring the rewards tiers. We're going to be taking that apart, and mainly it's just going to be the $3 Isn't Money tier and the $10 tier. At the $10 tier, we're just gonna put all the rewards into that tier, pretty much.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff.
And yeah, so what we're going to be adding is, if you remember the series that we did called Homemade Game Soup, where we made a bunch of goofy little kind of mini games just to practice our game making abilities and,
Yeah, like,
and learn how to make games ourselves, because we're amateur game developers here on GS, and we're working on upping our game to become professional game developers, so we can really put our money where our mouth is, as we've said before. So we're going to be posting, though, a lot of those amateur beginner games as just executable files that you can download. I think Patreon allows you to do that, right? You can give bonus files. So yeah, we're going to be putting those up on the Patreon. So if you're interested in checking those out, that'll be coming in the next couple of weeks. And what other bonuses did we have?
We're also going to be offering long lost episodes, which were
Oh,
sort of
yeah,
like
that was the other one.
the exclusive content that, I don't know, we couldn't really find a place for, or we didn't want to put out on the main channel. So we already have some that
Yeah,
we've been waiting
it's-
to release for a while.
It's not necessarily something that's only going to be released on the Patreon. Some of the episodes are probably going to be episodes that we're not going to release on the main channel, but a lot of them are just going to be stuff that you're going to be able to see later on the channel, but you'll get to see a preview of it before it comes out.
Yeah.
It's mostly going to be goofy stuff. It's not going to be a lot of real analytical content, but it's stuff that we had a lot of fun making.
Yeah, definitely. I think we played Super Mario Kart for one episode. That was a great episode.
Yeah, that'll be on
So
there.
I have that one ready to go, and that's on the $10 tier. I mean, pretty much everything, all the cool stuff, the games and the long lost episodes will all be on the $10 tier.
And again, you're not buying a subscription service. It's kind of just like a thank you, I guess. It's not like
Yeah.
a bonus. It's not like a bonus content section that we're going to be adding to every month or anything. But it's just a little thank you for anybody that wants to donate $10 a month. We really appreciate
Right.
that kind of support.
Also for $10, there are a couple. I've been posting some updates on the Patreon as far as we have Glassbreaker updates, which I'm posting every once in a while. There was one a couple like last week, I think, and I'll be trying to put those out, I guess, every devlog if I can, just a short little snippet. But also updates on the analysis videos. I'm going to be posting those as well, and those will come out too. You know, you can support us for $1 if you want, and you'll get those.
Yeah.
That's just for anybody.
Yeah. For short term, the Patreon. Well, yeah. For short term, the donations in the Patreon are mainly for increasing the audio quality of the show. But long term, if we're able to make the business whatever, if we're able to make the model work and bring in more donations, Ed's gonna be able to spend a lot more time working on the channel and making long forms, which we know is the meat of the channel. But it just takes so much longer than the other videos to produce. Like, we can produce 30 or 40
Yeah.
gameplay videos for one 10-minute long form video. The amount of work that Ed puts into those it's unbelievable. Between scripting, editing, and reading the scripts, recording the video. Sometimes he has to go in and play the games. Sometimes he's had to play Mighty Number 9 for hours and hours.
I've literally played it more than once.
Yeah,
it's a nightmare
just to make the Mighty Number 9 analysis videos. So there's a lot of behind the scenes work that goes into it, and then there's the video editing. There's just a ton of work that goes into making those. So if Ed can
survive,
buy some more time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you guys can help buy Ed some more time to make those videos, those will be a bigger part of the channel. We're not going to stop making them, but they're probably going to continue at about the same rate that they have been every month or two, whenever Ed's got the time to put in to work on them.
Yeah, please save me from Mighty Number 9, which, by the way, is coming out pretty soon. The script is we're getting the finishing touches on that, so I don't know. Look forward to it pretty soon.
Yeah. That's going to be the next scripted video is going to be another Mighty Number 9 video.
Probably the final one, the final Mighty Number 9 video.
Right.
For now.
So
what else? Oh yeah.
What, did you have something you were going to say?
No. I just looking at the next section.
Oh, yeah. So each year of Game Soup has kind of had a theme, something that we just keep saying over and over again to each other when we're recording or when something goes wrong.
We said this a lot on the air.
Yeah, and we have said it on air a lot, especially
especially year one.
During year one, what we said a lot was whenever we would make a mistake or we would have something went wrong, we would say, "Man, nobody's watching this. We're GS. Nobody's watching us," which was for the most part true. No offense to anybody that actually was watching us. We really appreciate you guys supporting us during the early times and watching our videos. But
if you were watching during that time, even a bigger thank you.
And year two, whenever anything went wrong, it'd be like, don't worry about it. We're GS. Nobody really cares, right? No, we're GS.
It's kind of loose,
Yeah, we were a pretty loose channel, and we're still gonna be, as far as commentary goes and as far as gameplay and having fun goes, we're still gonna be the same guys during the gameplay videos. But year three, we're gonna change our slogan to "Come on, get it together. We're goddamn GS."
Yeah, like it's been 3. Like, come on, dudes.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
You can do this.
We're on our 3rd year of doing this, so we're. Like we said before, we want to get better audio equipment and we want to increase the quality just all around of the channel, not just the audio quality and not just the audio and video quality. We want to we're going to add new headers and organize the channel a little bit better, have a landing page that's a little bit better organized on YouTube, and we're really trying to get pro this year. We might even have one of those one of those channel trailers.
Yeah, just like an introductory trailer.
40-second videos or minute-long videos that you see on a lot of channels, just to give new viewers a look into what we do.
It'll just be screaming for 40 seconds if that gets you to sub. Hopefully it does.
Yeah, because that's what we do on GS.
Well, yeah, we're
screamers.
We're a screamer. Oh yeah, and analysis, I guess, is the next topic.
Which we already sort of covered, but this is a little bit different. We're gonna be trying to push the analysis only channel, which you guys are probably aware of if you've watched this far. But we have 2 channels. We have the normal flagship, the normal home Game Soup, which is the main channel, and then we also have a sidekick channel, which is called Game Soup Analysis. And up until now, we've kind of just been treating that as a spin-off. But
we should have called it Game Sandwich. Game Soup and Game Sandwich.
That's a little confusing.
Soup and Sandwich. Sorry, okay, go.
I think Game Soup Analysis is probably it'd be funnier though that way.
Sorry.
But we decided that we're going to be pushing that channel equally. We're going to be considering that channel equal to Game Soup because we realized that maybe that channel should be the bigger channel. We started with Game Soup, so right now the main channel is the bigger channel, but it's just because it had a 1.5 years of a head start.
Right.
But the analysis videos really are what bring a lot of people in, and a lot of people, we understand, aren't interested in the gameplay videos, but we do want to keep making them. We know a lot of you guys do like the gameplay videos, so we're not going to stop making either type of video. So the way that we're going to do that is we used to only release the long forms on we would release them on the main channel first and then wait a day to release them on the Game Soup Analysis channel. But from now on, we're going to be releasing them on both channels and possibly even promoting the Game Soup Analysis channel over the normal Game Soup channel on those videos. Also, we're going to be adding, we want to make sure that everybody that comes into Game Soup from the Analysis channel knows about the main channel, and everybody that comes into the main channel knows about the Analysis channel, so they can choose which one they want to subscribe to. So what we're going to do is we're going to add cards, at least at the beginning of all the long form and scripted videos, on the main channel and the Analysis channel. So on the Analysis channel, it's going to, well, actually on both channels, it'll say, click here to check out our main channel, where you can see all kinds of, it's going to be worded much more briefly. We're going to figure out the wording for it, but it'll say you can click on this one to check out the main channel and this one to check out our analysis only channel. So you can choose which one you would rather subscribe to if you're coming into the channel from one of those. If you're coming in on the, so you're aware that we have two channels, so you can pick which one's right for you. Did you have anything else to say about that?
I mean, the whole reason for doing the second channel in the first place was to better accommodate people who are watching and like the long form videos or just the analysis videos. So, I mean, I did it just to make it hopefully more attractive to people that are watching, So
yeah,
this is all
people,
for you guys.
A lot of people complain about their inbox their sub feed getting filled with videos that they're not interested in, which we're both very sensitive to that. We've been talking about it since less than a year into this channel, and we watch channels like Angry Nintendo Nerd, for example, Angry Video Game Nerd, sorry, who we mainly just want to watch Angry Video Game Nerd episodes, but we keep on seeing Ryan and Mike having all these. We're not interested in those, and we understand that a lot of you guys probably aren't interested in those videos from us. So if we want to, that's why we provided the Game Soup Analysis channel as a separate option.
If it weren't for channels like that, I probably wouldn't have realized how important it is to have just a dedicated channel to the stuff that people are most interested in seeing.
Right.
So I think it's important. So full steam ahead on that.
Do we want to talk about best multi-part analysis? Any of that stuff that you have?
Oh, no, we'll skip it. This year was awesome because we had the Mario RPG multi-part analysis, which I loved. That was a ton of fun, every single part of it. I don't think there's going to be another one, but I'll leave that door open. And then also this year in June, we had the worst multi-part long-form analysis, which was Mighty Number 9, just because the game was so bad.
Yeah, Ed's been really plugging away at that.
I played the game for like 13 hours. That's more than anybody has ever. Even the devs.
Yeah. And hopefully they haven't played it for more than 13 hours, because they would have realized a lot of the problems that they had with the game.
And so in the future, I really like the multi-part long form, the format that we have going on. I think it's cool to release like a 30-minute video just, like on a Friday. That's cool too. But it gives me a little bit more breathing room if we, break it into sections. It's much easier to write for, and it's much easier to keep focused.
And it's much easier to digest for the viewer as well.
Yeah, like just in general.
It's hard to watch a 20-minute video. Some people don't have the time, and it's hard to comprehend to sit there and really pay attention to something that's as there's a lot of information coming at you at once when you're watching the analysis videos. So to really take it in and digest it, it's probably better to have it in smaller chunks than the long forms.
So hopefully you're okay with that. If you're not, feel free to let us know in the comments below
this video. If you'd rather have less long videos or a lot of short videos as far as the analyses go. Yeah.
If you really want like a 4-hour video of, I don't know, Mighty Number 9.
That'll take like a year.
Yeah, well, I could just do like a off-the-cuff kind of thing. But I could do it. I don't know. If you want something crazy, let us know. I'm open to hearing almost anything. Almost.
So, should we go to the next thing?
Yeah.
Devlogs?
Yes.
We're becoming game developers. We're trying to move from being amateur game developers to professional game developers. So we are working on a game, and you guys have probably seen the devlogs coming out. Or actually, probably only the first one is out by the time this comes out. But the second one's going to be out on, I think, Friday.
Yeah.
So check that out. We just finished recording it, though. And so what we're trying to do is combine the channel and game development together. They really harmonize with each other when you think about it, because we can learn about the games. We can learn about games and game design in general through Game Soup and your guys' comments, actually, on the Wild Game series, really on all of our videos. When you guys comment about game analysis, we really do take that to heart and think about the things that you guys say about game design. So that really helps us, and just playing the games, like I said, helps us to get better at game design, because we're analyzing and we're verbalizing it, and we're really trying to take in as much information about game design as we can. So that's how Game Soup is helping us to become better game developers, and on the other side of the coin, we can use GameSoup to get feedback of our own game by posting the devlogs, and we can promote the game on GameSoup and just learn from you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the people watching and commenting, like the comments on all of our videos. I mean, we read every single one of them.
Yeah,
and they're almost
I
always.
try to respond to
Yeah.
every comment. It takes a long time now, though. It takes a lot of time out of my week to respond to the comments. I usually do it once or twice a week, but
Right.
it's pretty daunting now. But I'm going to keep trying to respond to every comment
But
on the channel.
we get a lot of them, which is great. I'm so happy that we get so many people are interested in commenting and sharing their opinions.
Yeah, please keep doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
Not to say stop, because we like hearing from you guys. What else? Oh, we've been doing too many wild games.
Yeah, that was sort of a freak
It
accident.
was sort of a freak accident. At first, it was because we hadn't done one in a while, so we just played 2 free games in a row. And then I had the bright idea to request like 8 or 9 different games from developers, and that was a problem because normally we don't receive the copies of every game that we ask for. But in that case, we did. I think we got every or almost every game that we requested, so we had a ton to get done. So I think they should be a little more special, I guess, the wild game series. So we're probably only going to be doing at most like between 1 and 3 every 2 weeks. So we'll probably do like 1 a week on average, and maybe 3 in 2 weeks. Sometimes if we have a lot, if there's a lot of great games that came out that we want to cover.
Yeah, I mean, our schedule's getting a little bit more packed anyway. We have the devlogs and all sorts of other stuff happening.
Right.
And yeah, the wild games. For every like 2 or 3 videos or games that we request to review, we get one of them back with a successful like here's a copy for you that you can cover.
Now it's almost out.
Which is crazy to think that just a year ago we were asking for titles like, what did we cover, Dark Mouse and Rampage Knights. Like those were some of the earliest games that we did, and it was so special, and it's still so special to be able to to request a copy of a game so that we can cover it and promote it. So it's really exciting. And
yeah, we like playing indie games, and we like helping out indie developers and learning from their design techniques while we're playing it on GS.
So it's inspiring.
Is that it for wild games?
I think so. Yeah.
So we're doing. You guys have probably noticed though that we've been doing a lot more wild games and other kinds of content, and we're doing less LPs overall. And it's been the last few months we have done 0 LPs when this started as an LP channel. So we are going to be doing more LPs. We're probably going to be doing kind of less than when we started, but more than we have been for the last few months. So they'll probably maybe every couple of months we'll do a long, like an LP series, like we used to, like Mighty Number 9, or just a game that we think is going to be good as far as design goes, and something that will be fun to riff over. Maybe.
Hopefully Bloodstained will be that game when it comes out.
Yes, that dovetails nicely into our rules for LPs. From now on, the only time we're going to do an LP is if it's a game that we're familiar with, that we've beaten at least once before, something that we're going to be able to walk you guys through a little bit better, and something we're going to be able to understand and analyze better. So yeah, it has to be something that we've played before, or number 2, something that we've been really, really looking forward to and has just come out.
Like Mighty Number 9.
Like Mighty Number 9. That was the first one on that list. And the next one we're really looking forward to is Bloodstained, the Castlevania knockoff by the creator of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. He's knocking off his own game.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we're really looking forward to that. So we want to be one of the first guys to play through that game on YouTube. And anything else that we see coming up that looks really exciting, but that's the only one that's a definite on our list right now.
Yeah, I think we have plenty of other stuff to keep us going and to serve up. Also GS Arcade. So yeah.
Well, let's cover that after. No, we can talk about that, I guess. That's GS Arcade is sort of a side series on GameSoup right now. It's going to be an ongoing series, but it's going to be kind of a side series. It's not as interesting. Well, go ahead. You can talk about it if you want.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's sort of catered to a very specific group of gamers. And it takes a fair amount of work to prepare. Joe's done a lot of research for these games. And it's not a main series on the channel. It's going to be something that's like a treat every once in a while. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of old arcade games, and I know it's kind of a smaller niche.
Yeah, it's not the most popular thing.
So we're still going to be doing it though. Probably maybe once, maybe twice a month tops. But yeah, that's going to be kind of a side series. We don't really consider that a main series on GS. So our current ongoing series, though, the type of videos that we're going to keep doing and are going to be kind of the main meat of Game Soup, I guess. Number one, the scripted analysis videos. Obviously, those are the biggest, most popular videos on the channel. Wild Game Appears, the devlogs, which are coming out every 2 weeks until we finish this game. But and we're going to continue doing them for other games, but there'll probably be a break between there. LP series, so there'll be another LP series probably in the next few months. And Games We Never Played. Games We Never Played started off as a kind of a filler series, but now it's kind of become a legit fun series that a lot of you guys seem to like. So we really like doing them. They're some of the most fun episodes that we do because they're short. We get to play a bunch of different games and analyze them, and also just goof off. So it's really fun to do. Anything else about that?
No, I think you covered it. Want to go into goals?
Yeah, our short term and long term goals for the channel. Why don't you go first? We'll do short term first.
All right. What did I say here?
There it
Oh,
is,
okay.
right
Here
there.
we are. Yeah. Okay. This is a joke, but start more beefs. That's not true. Maybe someday in the future. This is more of a long-term goal. I'd like to collaborate with somebody. I mean, Snowman does very similar stuff to what we do. He's a real cool dude. Not that I've ever met him or anything, but he seems like a cool dude.
Yeah. I've watched a lot of his videos.
Yeah.
And guys like Snowman, and there's a ton of other analysis channels, and we would like to collaborate with one or some of them in the future.
And hopefully in year 3 we'll hit 10,000 subs. Not that number is pretty important at all. It's not really that important. What matters is the people that are satisfied and the amount of stuff we're putting out. And also releasing our game will be a big deal. I hope that happens. Well, I know it'll happen before the end of year 3. That's going to happen this year for sure. I don't know. Those are my goals. And other than that, just keep doing what we're doing, man. Keep doing what we're doing.
To clarify, it's not coming out in 2016.
No, 2017.
Within a year from today. Yeah.
Yeah, a year from yes.
But hopefully sooner than that. Shooting for months. But my short-term goals. In the next year, we want to promote the channel and increase the professional look of the channel, which we already talked about that. Increase the audio quality and continue. Yeah, we want to promote indie games, learn about game design, and learn from feedback from reviewers. So those are short-term goals. I don't know. If you want to go into your longer-term goals? Do you have anything else you wanted to say?
Mine were kind of both of those, really.
Okay.
So yeah. Did I have anything else? No.
Long-term goals, we wanted to grow the channel to more of a legit size, I guess I would say. Legit.
I mean, it doesn't matter all that much.
Yeah, I want us to pop up more in searches, though, and be recommended on sidebars, and so that's kind of and just to have fun playing games and continue learning. So I guess long and short term are kind of similar. We just want to continue to grow, I guess, and make videos that you guys enjoy.
So speaking of those videos, let's go to our schedule. You may have noticed recently, some arbitrary time. I don't really remember when it was, but we switched to 3 days a week schedules. We used to do every other day, which means that every week it was on different days. So it'd be like Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then the next week it would be the other days. But we're just going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's a lot easier. Gives us a little bit more breathing room and, a little bit more time to prepare stuff.
This week we might have a bonus episode.
Oh, yeah. We're going to break this rule this week, actually.
Yeah, some weeks, if we have something that's sort of like a side video or something that we don't really want to count as a main video, that's something that we don't think everybody's going to be interested in. We'll probably post it on like a Tuesday, a Thursday, or Saturday or something.
Yeah, but by and large,
by and large, we have been sticking to the 3 days a week, and we really haven't missed any days, I don't think, this year.
Not recently.
Maybe 1 or 2, but we always made up for it with having like an extra video later. So really, we have had an every other day or 3 days a week, which we've been doing for the last few months. So we have been keeping up with a release schedule, unlike year 1, which was pretty much just sporadic releases of videos.
It was okay. It was year 1. It was who cares?
Yeah,
nobody's watching.
It was the nobody's watching this year.
Yeah.
So year 2, we're getting our footing, and year 3, we're taking it to a pro level. As far as game development goals, I guess I'll go first for this one. So for my short-term game development goals, we want to get Glassbreaker out, like we talked about before. That's the whole purpose of making that game is not only to make a really fun game and show what we can do with what we've learned from playing games on GameSoup and playing games for our entire lives, really, but it's to learn how to make a game from concept to release. We want to learn the entire process, make as many mistakes as we can so we can learn from it and make a bigger project. So that's the short-term goal, is to get Glassbreaker out and just really and learn from it. And the midterm goal is within a year, maybe, hopefully, maybe a little longer than a year to get this done. But we want to get a bigger game. We want to start making a more of an adventure style game, something that has a beginning, middle, and end to it. And we want to get that out. It'll probably be an adventure game. Like, our first game is an arcade game because we thought we could keep it simpler, but there's a lot to balance in that. So maybe that's not as easy as we thought. But and long term, within maybe 3 years from now, we want to release a bigger, like a Metroidvania style project. Like, if you see on the channel, we had the Underworld devlog that was from like over a year ago. But continuing with that, or just another type of Metroidvania game. And long term goal, I want to become a successful game developer with Ed.
All right.
So I don't know if you had anything to add to that, if you wanted to add your own goals to game development goals.
I think we really share the same goals. I don't want to put what's the phrase? Count my chickens before they've hatched. So I don't know. I like to keep things relatively short term, but I agree with all that stuff, you know. But like in general, I'm gonna keep my eyes fixed on Glassbreaker for now.
Yeah.
But I think
that's what I want to do with my life. I want to make games and play games, especially make games.
Yeah.
That's really my that's what I love. That's what I've done for my entire life, really. I've played games. It's been my favorite art form, and I just love games. So that's what I want to do.
If you love it so much, why don't you eat a soup made out of it? Oh. So I guess that's really it then, huh? Oh, please tell your friends about this channel. That's from Arrested Development, actually.
Oh, we were going to talk about our sub count. I put this last because it's not that important.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to talk about it? We can just skip it.
Whatever. We have some subs. Okay. Count them.
Yeah, we had about 1,200 last year around this time for the end of year one, and now we've got around 7,700.
Yeah,
Last time I looked. So yeah, we've increased in size by 6 times.
Which is like,
this year, which is a ton, which we're going to try and do again this year, 6 times.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to get about 42,000 subs.
I'll be happy if we hit 10,000 this year. I'm fine with that.
No, you mean in 2016 or
no, this next year. Obviously, I think we'll get there.
Yeah, 10,000 is not that much higher.
Also, we'll hit our 500,000th view.
I'm not going to say a goal for sub counts because it's really hard to control. But I'm going to say what I'm hopeful for. Yeah. I'm hopeful for between like 20 and 30,000.
That would be insane.
We have been snowballing as time goes on, though.
Yeah.
It has slowed down a bit the last few months, but we have been growing at a pretty significant rate over the last year, for sure. So we appreciate everybody who subbed this year and everybody who subbed the year before.
And especially all the people that are supporting us, like on Patreon or donations or $3, like all that stuff, you know?
Yeah, everything helps.
Just the fact that, proves that people are interested in what we're doing. We're not just speaking to an empty audience, which we know from the comments anyway. You know?
So it's not just about the sub count, just watching the number go up and having our egos grow.
Although it does fill me with childlike joy. No,
it's an indication though of how we're doing, of how many people are appreciating and enjoying what we're doing. So it's kind of the number is sort of an indicator of that. That's kind of what's more important.
And finally,
please tell your friends about Game Soup.
I guess that's such a
I don't know.
That's
such a 90s,
that's a
corny thing to say.
That's such a 90s thing to say. Please tell your friends about this. Please tell your friends about us. We're gonna bed.
Yeah, okay, forget that. That was stupid to put on there.
Well,
it's not stupid to say.
I don't mean to hammer on you.
It's not stupid to do, but it's kind of silly to say because everybody knows that if they enjoy the channel and they know somebody who would also enjoy it, they're probably doing it anyway.
I have a better idea. Don't tell anyone.
This is our secret.
This will be our little secret, and only you and me and Joe here will know about it. Nobody else is allowed to join in on the fun.
Oh my God, we've been doing this for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
we've been rambling about ourselves for 30 minutes.
If you're still listening, we love you. I love you. I love you. So thanks. And we'll put some stuff out on Twitter whenever we can, and we'll post updates from time to time. And I don't know what else, Joe. What else? I guess that's it.
That's it.
All right.
We're looking forward to a very grand year 3.
Yeah,
of GS.
Yeah, year 3 is going to be great.
All right.
Thanks for watching, guys.